them back to nation engineering. Engineering to the reality of life for the benefit of mankind. And before the engineering as a profession can be chosen, it's involves some prerequisites which you need to study, basically from the basic education to the tertiary education. Having done that, you must have the prerequisites of mathematics, English language, physics, chemistry, or fields of engineering which you can fit in, which you can learn: agric engineering, aeronautical engineering, mining engineering, metallurgical engineering, we have civil engineering, we have chemical engineering, and the likes. All this engineering, they are unique interests of the particular students. And engineering, having been registered as an engineer, you have to go through the NSC, you have to go through the Quran as to become a registered engineer. After which you have done that, then you need to learn more, because education, is the acquisition of in the area which they want to showcase their potentials. We have engineering education, which is the practical training, and also the professional engineering education. The practical training is being acquired after which you have obtained degree, then masters, then you can now go into the industry, where the school setting will collaborate with the industry and bring out the potential in that particular students.
All right. The leadership. How does leadership? What does leadership have to do with engineering as a profession?
Yes, engineers are mainly leaders. We train engineers to become a leader. You find out that in every setting, you have to meet an engineer in every organization. Is it works? Is it housing? Is it hospital? Is it in research and development center? Is it in the marine industry? Different industry, you have to come across a particular engineer which will serve as a leader in one capacity or the other.
You see, I often hear that if a nation,
engineering is the bedrock of national economic development. Without engineering, I don't think the economy can be developed, because engineering cuts across every aspect of our society. You find out that you, having trained these students, you see them in different areas, different fields. You will be marveled. So the students are actually doing well in one field or the other, basically because of the knowledge they have acquired in their tertiary education.
Women, let me come to women now. It's often said that, for example, in my school, mechanical engineering department, where I graduated from, we have just 2 girls in the class, and we have like 49 boys. Now, how is engineering a thing for ladies, for female? And how do you encourage maybe a female viewer that is watching this on going into the field of engineering?
Thank you very much. The Association of Professional Women in Engineering, we have taken it upon ourselves in visiting schools, bringing the idea of STEM, the acronym STEM, which simply means the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, thereby encouraging the female engineer, the upcoming female students, to to choose their career in engineering. Because many at times, female do feel like, can I do it? And of which the answer is within them. You can. So the spirit of you can is what we are taking out there to different schools through the association, the professional body, encouraging them. We visit primary schools, we visit secondary schools, we give them scholarship in a way in order to encourage them that they can do it and they can become an assiduous leader. And what does the assiduous leaders is all about? A leader who can sacrifice, who has integrity, who can persevere, who can shoulder responsibilities, then who can prefer solutions to problems. Because actually engineers are problem solvers. And for you to become one, you must be able to take it upon yourself to provide a solution to every problem around you.
So, as a female and as an engineer, because the thinking of most parents is, a female going to engineering, you have to go and carry something, you have to go and, we label engineering with hard labor, with hard work. How true is this, and how do we encourage a parent?
It is not true. Engineering is all about skillfulness. You acquire these skills through the practical trainings. And actually I have some set of my students who are actually doing well out there, in different field of organization. You have them in airports, you have them in flour mills of Nigeria PLC, you have them in Nigerian foundry, trying to relate the theoretical aspect which they have learned in the school and then adding value to their society. It is all about being skillful. If you are not skillful, if you are not intelligent, you can't become an engineer. That is why you find out that most brilliant students are being found in engineering discipline. And actually ladies are doing well. They are actually doing well. For example, I am bold to say that I am both fulfilled. As I have no regret choosing engineering as my profession. Likewise, some of my colleagues, which we normally we do go to schools to visit them. These are the set of APREN members. We go to schools. We also go to we have industrial visits to industries too, so that whatever the knowledge we are able to acquire from the industries, then we bring it back to the students in order to return them back to nations by what? By doing what? Adding values to their societies. Definitely you cannot have an engineer as a nuisance in the society. No, it's either they add value to their immediate society or even home and abroad.
All right. Before we round off, we see. I want to put you on the spot. You studied mechanical engineering.
I studied agricultural engineering.
Okay.
That's my first discipline.
Okay.
My second discipline, agric engineering. I lecture mechanical engineering department, but my PhD program is mechanical engineering.
Okay. Why your choice of agric engineering? Why not other course to educators? Because anytime we talk about engineering, what comes to mind is mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering, and there are other aspects of engineering too that are important, like what you studied, agric engineering. Why?
As an agricultural engineer, I chose the discipline in a manner in which I want to, provide a solution to problem, to be realistic. When I was growing up, my parents, we do go to farm, and I hate farming as a person. So the rigorous aspects of carrying out weeding operation, planting operation, harvesting operation, taking, conveying it back to the home, then doing processing of gari, yam, cassava flour, the rigorous, operations that are attached to it, which turn out to, bring about the job is being monotonous and tiresome. So I was like, all this can be done mechanically. That gave me an inspiration of, going into agricultural engineering as a profession in order to provide solution to all these agricultural processing or cultivation operations.
All right. Still on your topic, building assiduous leaders and returning them back to nations, engineering. Now, if engineering is problem solving, then one will wonder how much. I'll ask two questions. One, how much problems have been solved in this field of engineering, number one. And number two is the fact that we see a lot of graduates of engineering, a lot of them registered under NSC, registered with Koren, and how much of innovation have we seen from engineering that in Nigeria? Because it's almost like we import almost everything, every innovation, every technology that we have, we import them. How much have we done locally? Are we doing something?
Yes. I, as a person, as a researcher, I think I've developed and designed some machines. I think my master's degree, I was able to develop a cassava lifting machine. It's a cassava harvester. So a lifting unit whereby you go to the farm, you want to harvest your cassava, All the machine has to do is to grab the cassava stem. As the tractor is moving, it pulls it out, then drop it on the floor. That was my master's. In PhD program, I was able to design a bone crushing machine, which is in use presently. You know, what did I do? I was able to visit different industries looking for their problems. Then I personally to provide solution. We discovered that these hammers are, experiencing wear and tear as a result of cyclic loading, repeated blows of the materials on the hammers. And during my conversation or my interview with the owner of the mill, it was like, they change it often and often. But this problem can be solved. And I was able to carry out, which is one of the heat treatment methods, in order to harden the surface of the hammers. I think that is another problem being solved by my humble self. Another machine was also developed, which I call a modified pepper grinding machine. We all know that my seed is being used for this pepper grinding machine. But the innovative idea came whereby the stainless steel can be used in order to reduce the contamination, to eliminate, not totally anyway, to eliminate the contamination of these foods, these agricultural crops that we make use of grinding machine to carry out. And I was able to do that. Having done that, I proceeded by thinking of, we normally apply water manually to these products while grinding, and as a result of this, we have sweat dropping on the products as it is being grinded. And I discovered that at least a water pipe can be run through, whereby the pipes are being perforated with a tap to regulate the flow of the water, and it is being done by my humble self. That's another problem being solved. And these problems are being solved in different areas of our lives.
Alright, so basically engineering is about solving problems. I can hear from my guests how much problem we have solved. Now we are rounding off, and I want you to do two things. One, I want you to encourage a young girl that is watching this program that is scared of engineering. Just encourage in 1-2 minutes. I want you to also speak to our sponsor, Prince Engineer Mrs. Shilon. How do you think this program is really going to affect young people, or is affecting young people actually?
Thank you very much. Like I always do, and I've been doing that, encouraging the female upcoming engineers to do what? To choose engineering as their professional career. It is key because there are a lot of benefits, a lot of opportunities out there. Being a woman, we are in the gender equality, whereby they give preference to in order to showcase their talent. And there is this saying that what a man can do, women will do it better. It is like that. If only women can actually come out and prove that to the society, and actually the female students that they do in their different fields anyway. So I'm here to encourage you that you should keep it up and do more. And sky is not your limit.
Alright, sky is not your limit. Sky will be your starting point if you do it well. And please, girls, come into engineering. That is the message from Engineer Edun Bose Mosumola, Mechanical Engineering Department, Ogun State Institute of Technology, Igbesa. Thank you so much for coming to this program, Engineering and You. And thank you so much for always watching. Thank you so much for always being there. And thank you to our sponsor, Prince Engineering Institute and FNSC, for always standing by us and sponsoring this program. Now, until next week, when we bring another guest on this other edition of Engineering and You. My name is Tunde Olaniro. Until next week, bye-bye.